Hello everybody and welcome to the My Sister My Writer episode 2 quick review. Did surprisingly well last week, so hopefully it does well this week as well. First thing to note about this episode is what happened. The animation it wasn't good. There was a lot of parts where I was like, what happened? It's not something that bothers me that much, like I can deal with it, but it's definitely noticeable. So there is that to note about it. But episode begins, they're eating breakfast and there's a news show on about their book, which is, do they normally do that about book? I wouldn't know. But then there's the opening. While not my cup of tea, the opening, it does suit the show, so it's nice. Also kind of like a lazy animation for the opening though. It's just like a bunch of stills, which I think I read this studio doesn't have a lot of money, so it's forgivable. It's forgivable. At least they're making stuff, which is good. But at school, main character Kun is confronted by Mai Himuro, who is the I think she's like redheaded girl. And basically, she knows that he's the author of the book. She also writes light novels. They like each other's books, and she's essentially she's a stalker. Basically, she is straight up a stalker. She follows him home, and meets Suzuka, who is a little bit freaked out. Then she looks around his room, looks for porn. She starts taking photos of his room. That was weird. Like, I would not. And then she's like, totally wants to be banged. I don't know how to word it other than that. She's into it. And then they treat him like the perv, both of them. And I don't like, no, he's pretty like, no, I'm not into that. Let's not do that. So, he's not really a perv, but he's going to get treated like one because anime, which is fine, which is always fine. But then, when she's gone, Suzuka's like, alright, I want to know the story. And then she asks him on a totally not date, where they go to a bookstore, they go to a pawn shop. Beforehand, he walks in on her changing. There's a phone call with the editor in the bath, just a bunch of mishmash of scenes. When they're in the eroge shop, they run into Double Piece, who was the illustrator who gives them like a hentai doujin, and Suzuka is now corrupted essentially. So yeah, that's basically everything that happened this episode. It was fine. Yeah, again, the animation going bad wasn't great. Also, this is apparently in the same universe as Girlfriend is a Gal, because the dude with glasses shows up also in the post credits still shot. It had the little sister character, childhood friend, was in that. So I don't know if they're written by the same person or what, but they're in the same universe apparently. So that's always good. So I assume they are. But yeah, that was this week's episode. Not a lot really happened. We got introduced to a few more characters. Yeah, it was fine. I'm still enjoying it. Like, I don't look at these shows and think this is going to be heavily, plot heavy, really, really good. But it's just enjoyable fun as long as you're not disgusted by anything like this, which I'm not really. It don't bother me that much in anime. So that's all for this week. See you same place and time next week. Bye everyone.